What's up, there, and welcome back to the Director of Football, Journeyman. Today, we are still in charge of Colo-Colo, just about. We're in a transfer window at the moment, and it's been interesting. The transfer window opened on the 4th of June, I think it was. The 5th of June, there was a takeover attempt, so we went into an embargo for couple of days. Not ideal, because I think the Director of Football had 2 offers out for new players, so they got instantly cancelled, and somehow players still left the club, which was just fantastic. We're on this screen because we have our youth intake preview, and as you can see, we've exceptional youth recruitment, right? Exceptional youth recruitment. This is our youth intake. This is what they're expecting. Don't have any great number of players coming through in any single position. Don't anticipate any new wingers, new wingbacks. Most of our goalkeepers are poor quality. Fullbacks are not the best. Centre backs won't make the grade. DMs won't trouble the first team. Centre midfielders aren't good enough. Wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. Attacking midfielders, below the required standard. Strikers, below the required standard. Do not expect much from this youth intake. We have exceptional youth recruitment. We have one of the best youth facilities in the continent. And that's the youth intake we're going to get. As you can see, we've played the Union Española games. I hit record. Something happened. My microphone didn't record any of the audio, which is fantastic. But since you were here last in the game against Do Italiano, we went and beat Churcho Unido. Scored in the first minute, and then nothing happened. We had 2 highlights total after that, and one of them was the sending off. Then we went and got absolutely destroyed by O'Higgins. Our ex-striker, Navarrete, scored a hat-trick. Our defence we were short centre-backs, so Salaberry ended up having to play centre-back, and he was terrible. We then went and beat Union Española in the league, 2-0, Riviera and Figueroa, both scoring. The 2 cup games got moved 4 times because of the Copa America international tournament that's going on. Because we have players going away on international duty. I don't know if Union Española actually have anyone that went. No. So yeah, we had 3 players leave on international duty, and they moved it. Then they moved it again, and then they moved it back to what it was originally. So we ended up with 3 of our starting players not available anyway. In the first leg, Union Española had a player sent off in the 78th minute. We just couldn't really do anything. Our strikers weren't feeling it that day. Miguel Sanchez had a terrible game in place of Figueroa because he is with Chile. But then in the second leg, we smashed them. Munoz and Riquelme scored an absolute beautiful goals between the 2 of them. Camilo Delgado is back from his cruciate ligament injury. That's what it was, yeah. Damaged cruciate ligament. Was out for 8 months. He is back. Played his first game. And he was pretty good. So, happy days for him. Transfer-wise, because as I said, transfer window is open. We have been, not busy, but we've been involved. Zuniga is one of the players that left while we were under embargo. He was a good prospect. He was a player that sat on the bench regularly, played 4 games total for us. Could have been a first team player. We lost him for 175k. Could go up to 450k. So we'll see what happens with that. Be interesting if he actually gets game time, because I think a lot of it's to do with if he plays 50 games. We have, however, brought in Bill Araujulo. As you know, he was already a contract agreed to join us, so he has arrived. He's been on the bench for a couple of games, hasn't actually come off the bench for us yet. It's just not been ready, to be fair. And the other one then was Rodrigo Arias from Deportes Antofagasta. He's a winger. 8 crossing for a winger. Physically, fantastic. Mentally, technically, not very good. So he's never played a professional game. I think Deportes and Cafasta are the team bottom. Yeah, they have 5 draws now. So they're smashing it. We are currently sitting in 4th, equal on points with O'Higgins and Union Española. So we're still there or there, but it's only 7 points behind Universidad Católica, who've dropped points or been beaten in 2 games now. So we're pushing on. They're chinking their armour. We finally found out what their issue was, and it is playing against teams in the top 5. For today's games, we're going to be playing San Luis de Quillota in both legs of the Copa Chile 3rd round, and this is how we're lining up. We've got Salinas in goal, Funzilla and Zuniga as our fullbacks. Astorga and Cardozo are going to be playing as our centre-backs. Mardones in DM with Molina and Delgado ahead of him. Navarro and Manislav as our wide players, but they're inside forwards, so they're going to be cutting in a bit more. And Munoz, who has been in fantastic form so far this year, he starts up front. Rivera sitting on the bench because he's been a little... Arturo, Salaberry and Figueroa are all away on international duty with Chile, as I said. Unfortunately, Arturo hasn't made his way onto the pitch for Chile just yet, but they're doing quite well in their group. I think they're second. At least they were second, and the last game they played they won. So I'm guessing they're still second, because I think Mexico won their game as well. They do have a pretty interesting group because it's Mexico and Uruguay. I think Bolivia are in their group as well. So they've been having a bit of a good time. Mexico are the dominant force. That's quite unlucky that he hit the crossbar or the woodwork from that angle. But I'll take being ahead, or not being ahead, not conceding. That's ideal. They're playing with a false 9 as well. But their wide men are both wingers, which is interesting. Astorga just balloons that over the crossbar. It's not been the most interesting game so far. I would like for us to score and not concede. No, we play a little shorter, so go on, Mr. Assistant, who isn't very good at being an assistant manager. It has to be said. He's pretty trash at everything. Not happy, and we go again. Absolutely nothing happening. This is such a boring game. You'd hate to be one of these 30,000 fans that are here today. Only 150 came from the away side, so they've not been given a game to remember. But it's fine, We'll take a slightly boring game. Gianto is going to come on for Mardones. Manislav's going to come off for Raquel. We're going to move Astorga into the DM position because he is a good halfback, and that's what he played in the last game when I took Mardones off, because Astorga is a very good player who I'm surprised didn't get called up by Chile, because in theory he should have. I'm going to take do I take Delgado off? Because we take Delgado off. Bring on Sanchez. Hopefully Sanchez can do something in this game, because he's been the backup Mazzella for a wee while Delgado was out, but he's not really done a whole lot. But Raquelme, he's headed over. There's been 14 shots in this game, and we've seen like 3 now? Alright, lads, bit of passion, come on. We have 2 minutes, and it is going to end 0-all. Fantastic. That was not good enough. I'm guessing their keeper got man of the match. No, they're one of their central midfielders. Fair enough. That is, Perkinson is returning from his loan at Estoril Paraya, where he played no games. He played 5 cup games. Premier Liga. The Portuguese league should be leaving us. No, it just keeps getting extended. They keep just extending when that... Yeah. Yeah, it was to be fair, it wasn't a great game. So, we're going to have to make a change probably to our wide men for the next game. But that is the first leg done and dusted. We will be back on my birthday for the San Luis de Quilota game. What age will I be? I think I'm 42nd birthday. Yeah, 42nd birthday. Yeah, I'll be 42. Also, if you haven't seen my attributes recently, this is what they look like now. Motivating, 20. Get in. Adaptability, 1. I've managed in plenty of countries. So, 20 or 16 defending and 17 mental. Man management, 19. Get in. We're a mercenary. Oh, I do love a mercenary. And we've managed 518 games. Right, so we will be back in just a second for the second leg of the cup game. So don't go anywhere, stay right where you are. Right, back now for the second leg, where we, as you will remember from the part you just watched, ended 0-all in the first leg. Interesting piece of information that I failed to mention in the previous part. Our under-19s manager, Fabry, has left. He was given a job with somebody. Anybody? Santiago Wanderers. He went off to manage them. He's done quite well so far for them. 6 games. Well, he's done okay. 2 wins, 3 draws, and a defeat. Has them sitting 12th in the league. So, the team that were relegated last season from our division, sitting mid-ish table, I guess. I shouldn't have pressed that button. Right. So, unfortunately, Chile got knocked out of the Copa. No, wrong button. Copa, whatever it was, Copa America, by Brazil, 2-0. They did actually top their group with Mexico, Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, and Bolivia. So Uruguay went out, but Argentina only finished 3rd, which is interesting. Unfortunately, as I said, beaten by Brazil, so they only make it to the quarter final. For the game today, this is how we're lining up, because we still don't have Arturo Salaba, or Salaberry, or Figueroa. So Salinas is starting in goal. I don't think any of the backline has changed. The only player we've changed is Yara. He's coming in to play on the right. The assistant manager wanted Aguilera to come in. Aguilera hasn't been playing that well, as you can see. In the last 5 games, played a 6.3. So I gave him a couple more games in between the last episode and this one, and he was god awful. So Yara starts today. Because Navarro started at right wing last time and he wasn't any good either. So I'm going to tell the lads we should be winning this one fairly comfortably. They don't seem to care, so we're going to be assertive. And most of the players are happy with that, which I'm happy. If they're relatively happy, I'll accept it. We're 6 minutes in. Or 7 minutes in, and they have a corner which has gone wide, well, high and wide. I don't like the fact that they're getting all the highlights. Salinas just about gets in front of that. We've had 2 shots as well, they've had 2 shots. but they've had one clear-cut chance. Salinas grabs the ball out of the air. I feel like Salinas is coming back into being the first choice goalkeeper. But we have to see if Arturo, when he comes back from the Copa America, to see if he's after getting his act together. Because he had a couple of poor games. But Luis Jara gets his first goal of the season. He's not been... He was poor at the start of the season, so he lost his place to Riviera. And then lost it to Munoz when he started playing well. But Jara finally gets himself a goal playing as a right winger. So maybe that's where he's going to play for a little while. Because we're not short on right wingers. We just struggle to get one that works. Our right wingers just seem to be a little at the best of times. So Funzilla has progressed quite well recently, actually. Since we gave him a nickname, his training has been quite good, which is delightful to see. We've managed to get away with a poor pass there, but Molina's broken through and just kicks it straight at Núñez. So we're going in at halftime 1-up. I don't know if away goals make a difference, but we'll soon find out. I'm going to say I'm not happy. Zuniga, who actually, it's going to be commentator's curse here now, hasn't been injured for a while. So I'm just waiting for him to pick up a knock. I thought the highlight there was going to have Munoz steal the ball off their keeper, but he didn't. They managed to get the ball away, and we kind of did, but then really didn't. And their winger came in and had a free header. Literally nobody was there to stop him. Where is Zuniga? Zuniga's over here. So he just kind of came in and just dinked it in. Yeah, their right winger. Right, we're going to demand more. Like, so everyone's focused, which is not something I can say very often. A lot of the time I do a shout, the players are just like, no thank you. Mardones to Cardozo to Zuniga. Dinks it forward to nobody. Alright, we've managed to win the ball back and we lose it and we win it back. Molina, Astorga, Funzilla, Jara. Jara gets past his man. Slowly, Molina, Mardones, Delgado takes a shot. Okay. Mardones gets it out to Riquelme, whips it across, and Luis Jara having an actual football match. He's playing well. He is finally playing well. He was the first one to score, if I'm not mistaken, after we took over. He didn't really do an awful lot after that. Now he's decided, yeah, it's about time we actually started playing football, lads. So Delgado is going to come off because he is tired. He's going to bring on Miguel Sanchez for him. Zuniga's having a poor game, so we take him off. Bring on Gianto. Yeah, we bring on Gianto. I really want to bring Arajulo on, but I don't want to bring him on when we're only winning by a goal. Because I don't know if he's any good. And that, and a lot of the time I take a chance and I'll throw a player out there that's not amazing, but I believe in them. I'm not so sure if the Peruvian centre-back is quite there yet. And Riviera comes on for Munoz for the last 10 minutes or so-ish. And we are through to the next round. Fantastic. 2-1 on the night. 2-1 on aggregate. Well done, lads. Good win for us. Jara, happy with how you played. Beautiful. So the draw for the next round has already been made. So we will... Yeah, we have Club Deportes Antofagasta. Jara, man of the match. Get in. Had a fantastic one. Like I said, he wasn't great last year. 4 goals in 22 games. 4 goals in 29 games total. He really was not scoring goals last year. So far this year he's played 5 league games, 6 games in total, and scored twice now. Next round should be played. yeah, the next round is in 8 days. So we might come back. I'll see how the first leg goes. Deportes Antofagasta are the worst team in our league. So we should, in theory, walk it because we have beaten them 3-0 previously. We might come back for the second leg if it's close. If not, we'll just bail on to somewhere in August maybe. But we'll see, because this could be a close game because it is a cup game. Some teams do tend to be better at cup games than they are in the league. So we shall see. If not, we'll be back when we are back. So thank you very much for watching, fellas. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. And I'll see you in the next one.